Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. Let's play Final Fantasy XII. I'm actually a little bit conflicted about playing this game now. I wanted to save it for a special occasion, or I wanted to live stream it, or I wanted to wait until I was less busy in real life. But I just got the hankering to play this game so hard that we'll go ahead with it. And this is the Nintendo Switch version. I've played the original North American release 3-4 times, but I've never played the Zodiac Age before, so that's very exciting. I've always been saving this game for my, or keeping it in my back pocket. Alright, we'll turn on subtitles. Guess we'll leave the camera alone. And then confirm button. Yeah, A. Japanese style. And language. Actually, let's do English. I think this game has one of the best English batch of voice performances. Also kind of shocking considering how long ago it came out, 2006. And music. Yeah, I like the original. We can stick to that. Alright. But yeah, I always considered Final Fantasy XII one of the 3 perfect Final Fantasies. I would also consider 1 and 4 in that category. But as we shall see, I have some complaints about this game. Part of it is kind of like how much influence the prequel Star Wars trilogies had on this game, which is regrettable. I love the original trilogy. I thought Force Awakens was pretty good. Yeah, but that prequel trilogy, God. Yeah, can you see it? Alright, here we have our true hero of the game, Ash. And what's his face? I think it's fairly well known that Vaughn and Pinello were added to the game. Supposedly because they wanted to appeal to Western audiences. I don't know why those two particularly would appeal to Western audiences, but that's the rumor. But yeah, game starts with a wedding here. And then I like the overall aesthetic of the world and like the costumes and stuff. It feels very Mediterranean to me, which is very new and different for a video game. And there's the other main character, Bosch. Him and Ash, they're the real main characters. They should be the biggest on the box. And as for the story, just like all of the tactics games, Final Fantasy Tactics, Tactics Ogre, very convoluted and hard to follow. Yeah, look at these airships with their rotating things and marching CGI guys. Ugh, Star Wars. I feel like this game would be like 5% better and maybe 10% more popular if it didn't have these like futuristic airship things. Stick to like propellers and stuff, you know? Classic Final Fantasy. But this world is Ivalice, which is the same as Final Fantasy Tactics. And then a lot of the same people worked on this game as that game. And like Tactics Ogre and Ogre Battle. Ugh, get these things out of here. Yeah, even the music here is a little bit John Williams-y. But yeah, I do like this game more than a lot of the other Final Fantasies that came out in this era for a number of reasons, but one of them was kind of just the more adult plot, of adult themes. This one's more political. It's more, I don't know, quote-unquote real or hard. And then I'm going to record and kind of structure the playthrough kind of similar to how I did my playthrough of Nier Automata. It'll be kind of like a digest of a live stream, but there's never a live stream. So it'll just be kind of me like reacting to sort of major parts, maybe. Big boss battles, or if I get new jobs, or if I upgrade my guys a lot, I'll talk about that. But like, you know, every day just wandering around, or farming, or leveling, or whatever, probably not going to show that. But yeah, I wanted to share this game with folks, so that's why I'm putting these videos up. If you've never played it, it's very worth your time. And we'll see if Zodiac Age is worth playing for folks that have already played the original. Akihiko Yoshida, he did the character design for like Ogre Battle, Final Fantasy Tactics, Nier Automata, and then Mr. Matsuno, I think he directed some of the earlier games, Final Fantasy Tactics maybe. Alright, but similar to those previous works, we have a shocking development early on. The death of What's-His-Face, the husband of Ash. And then the composer that just flashed up there, Hitoshi Sakamoto. He's actually only one half of the two composers that did Final Fantasy Tactics, Ogre Battle, those early games. And so the soundtrack is still good, but it feels kind of samey overall. So I think we're feeling, you know, the absence of the other guy.
The death of Lord Raslaheos Nabradia was but one of many tragedies to befall the kingdom of Dalmasca. The air of hope that had surrounded Her Royal Highness Princess Asha's wedding was now quite lost. Dalmasca had been set adrift at the
good English voice acting. At times, I would call it, you know, on a level with FromSoft games.
Arcadia in the east, Rosaria the west.
But yeah, this is a kind of a setting that we see a lot in Japanese narratives where they're trying to do something kind of pseudo-European. And that is to have a small kingdom flanked by two larger kingdoms that are fighting each other. We also saw that in Nausicaa of the Valley of Wind.
Told the destruction of the greater part of Dalmasca's forces. A counterattack was mounted by the order of the Knights of Dalmasca, ever brave and faithful.
And then this kind of like reading memoirs or reading records is also similar to, you know, Tactics Ogre, those older games.
Arcadia came forward, offering terms of peace. or as one might rather put it,
I would also like to play Ogre Battle 64. That is a super underrated, forgotten game there.
had no choice but to accept these terms. It was, thus, only with reluctance that he set out for Nalbina Fortress, now under Arcadian occupation, to affix his seal.
Yeah, the plot is very convoluted. Again, I've played through it 3-4 times. Still don't know what's going on. I don't think it matters too much to the enjoyment of the game.
Too soon, for a terrible revelation awaited them. The treaty would be signed with steel and writ in royal blood.
Think you can fight?
I'm fine, sir.
How old are you, Rex?
17, sir.
Young. Family?
How's that architecture? Does that look Mediterranean to people?
He's 2 years older than I, living in Rabanastre.
So young. You're barely old enough to be a man. You shouldn't be forced to wield a sword.
No, sir. I want to fight. For my home.
That sounds pretty naive coming from such a hardened warrior.
We must reach the king before they act, or all our efforts will be in vain.
I'm aware of the situation.
We found them! Over there!
Bosler, go ahead. I will handle this rabble.
Godspeed.
Yeah, this game was not nearly as popular as Final Fantasy X. Final Fantasy X felt very Japanese to me. This one feels less. This one feels a little bit more like Final Fantasy XVI.
We move.
I wonder if that contributed to it. XV kind of felt more Japanese again. I don't really know how to articulate that feeling, but yeah. Alright, here we're getting the tutorial. Game is making no effort to be cute and try to make it so that, like, you're not playing a video game. Alright, we can run, we can look. Do you see the marker above my head? That's a talk icon, yeah. Not a big deal, I just think it's funny. But yeah, all of these little sound effects, you know, of like cursors and notices and menus and things, gets me right in the feels. I have a lot of nostalgia for this game. ...2006, so it's almost 20 years old? Oh my god. Alright, here we got battle. Battle for this game was very different from the previous, which was kind of all of the active time battle. Where you have your guy standing over here and the enemy standing over there, and you select from a menu and stuff happens in turns. But here, we're just running around. No random encounters. We can actually just run away from everybody. And then once you select a guy to attack, then you just keep attacking them until they are dead or you are dead.
Captain?
And then 2006, this was well before mobile games became really big. Did it even come out before the iPhone? I don't remember. But yeah, the auto battle, kind of prescient for that sort of battle. Although, if you are familiar with simulation games, then auto battle was a feature in those. And then like Final Fantasy Tactics and those types of games, they had options for auto battle there too. I don't think anybody used them, but yeah, they were there. There are lots of ways to kind of do challenge runs of, say, Final Fantasy Tactics. One of them is to do, you know, all auto battle. See if you can still win and advance. Alright, get out of here, prequel Star Wars crap. Alright, we got the limit break from Bosch. Antline and Tonberry. This would have been a great chance to put in a Biggs and Wedge reference, but guess not. Yeah, say it again. But one thing that I really love about this game is the Gambit system. You can kind of program your guys to auto battle and then do certain things in certain situations, and I found that a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to doing that again here. But maybe that style of battle didn't appeal to the mass market. Yeah, I haven't looked at the numbers recently, but I wouldn't be surprised if Nier Automata sold more than this game.
Vossler! Where are you?
What if Captain Ivalice has fallen?
Don't talk such nonsense. Vossler's laughed in the face of death far too many times for him to stop now. Men
Not
like
very
him
professional
don't
to
places like this.
immediately lose your teammate
We must
on
make haste to
entering
reach the king.
the
We'll
palace.
take him to safety.
Is His Majesty unharmed?
He'll agree to an unconditional surrender. They wouldn't dare touch him until the wax on his seal is dry.
But if we arrive after he signed the treaty?
Wait. Quickly, Rex.
Is that a save point? Oh yeah, but here he's teaching us how to run away. Oh no, it's just a wall fixture, I guess. Yeah, we can see that there. And what have we here? Very useful to have a map of the entire place from the beginning. Ah, treasure. Potion! Alright. But yeah, pretty good graphics. This is, of course, much nicer than 2006 PlayStation 2. Let's see if there's anything this way. We'll run away. No. Ouch. Anything here? Oh, treasure chest. Alright. Yeah, I feel like the Final Fantasy games from like 10 on, they feel a little bit over-designed. Like they try to put too much flavor into how everything looks. But 12 still felt a little bit restrained. We can still see that they're trying hard with the style design, but it's not wacky like in 10 or maybe 13. 16 feels very pared back, which I do like. But maybe other people didn't like it. I also haven't checked the sales of 16, but seems to be underwhelming. Those other save files, that was from a previous run when I was just kind of reorienting myself with the game. But here we'll play from the beginning.
Intruders! Don't let them escape!
Sir, we have little time. You must go to the king. I'll handle these.
Fight well.
Leave it to the rookie. I'll run away too. Ouch. Ouch. Alright, well, guess I gotta fight him. I'm very excited about the job system of this game. I like any Final Fantasy with a job system in it. So what is it? 3, 5, tactics, yeah. And like, I already considered Final Fantasy XII a perfect Final Fantasy. But to have it even better, you know, with a job system added, very curious to see how it goes. But I guess for the North American or the Western version, they got rid of the job system. And then, like, what you do, or what they did, is that they gave the same kind of, like, skill board to every character. And so you could build anybody just totally freely. But here with the Gambit, or not the Gambit system, the Zodiac system, first you pick a job, and then that job comes with a board with, like, skills and, like, equipable stuff you can unlock. I guess the developers figured that the job system would be too complicated for Western audiences, so they took it out. Thankfully, though, they put it back in. And then, this is going to be my first playthrough of this Zodiac Age, so I'll just kind of go for, I guess, like, basic builds. Alright, so Bosch went up ahead. Are we too late? Yeah, I think we're too late.
Your Majesty.
Oh, there's Bosch.
Captain, why? Our king, what have you done?
The king intended all along to sell Dalmasca to the Empire. His Majesty was a traitor.
Oh no, Rex.
Captain,
So it turns out the main character is a Kingslayer. Another twist we would not typically see in a Final Fantasy.
Well, so much for peaceful negotiations.
We'll never surrender to you. We are not cattle to be sold by a traitor king.
But the war is over, my dear captain. You have lost. Dalmasca is the property of the Empire now. And think, we intended to let you keep some of your sovereignty, out of respect.
But now you've gone and ruined. Haven't you, Captain?
We will never bow to you.
And the people of Dalmasca will hate you for it. Take the captain away.
Yeah, these tactics games by this team, they will often kind of start their games with sort of horrific or shocking events. Tactics Ogre started with a massacre of like slave workers. Very shocking. And we got a regicide here. And we got a death of the husband of the main character.
Left by the wayside, the Arcadian forces resumed their advance toward Rabanasta. Dalmasca's doom had been decided. To make resistance would serve no end. With this foremost in my thoughts, I to the people of Dalmasca. Sons and daughters of Dalmasca.
So yeah, we really start in the hole at the beginning of this narrative. Things feel hopeless already.
Majesty King Raminas, ever merciful, a man devoted wholly to peace. Prayer too for the noble Princess Ash, who, wrought with grief at her kingdom's defeat, has taken her own life.
Ash is dead, even though she's on the box.
For incitement of sedition and the assassination of His Royal Majesty King Raminas, has been found guilty of high treason and put to his death.
That's another main character dead. Although I'm looking at the box of the Nintendo Switch version, and Bosch is not on there, actually. Strangely.
Dalmasca's surrender without terms was soon to follow.
Alright, that's quite a beginning. Alright, here we have our hero, designed to appeal to the Western market.
I know. Just a little more. You keep an eye out for me up there, Kites.
This kid's still waiting for his voice to break.
2, 3 more. Right.
With a bare midriff. Hooray! Yeah, so we're playing this and we're thinking, what does this random kid have anything to do with the narrative, the events that we just saw? And as we shall see, he has almost nothing to do with it, and will continue to have nothing to do with it. And then when we get our kind of party all gathered together, he will sort of fall into the background and stop being a factor. If my memory serves. But yeah, what a waste. They could have sold this game with Ash as the main character. That would have been a chance to, you know, have a Final Fantasy star, a female character. Have Ash appear in games like Dissidia. But no, they went with Van here.
You should get back to Miguel's place, Kites. Aren't you running errands for him?
Oops, totally forgot. You should come, Vaughn. He's busy today. Might have some work for you to do, too.
I've got other, work to do. Hey, lock this place up for me, will you? If Miguel finds out we've been down here, he'll tan our hides.
But, cool looking level. I can say that at least. Alright, Rabanastre. This strikes me as very Mediterranean. And it's cool that we have different races in here as well.
Huh? What'd you say? Sir, you haven't paid, and what? Have even pay?
Second thought. Please, sir, take it. It's a gift.
Leave the poor sod be. We don't want trouble today. Your luck, peddler.
Oops, sorry.
Watch where you're going, churl.
Ooh, churl. Good word. I've talked about this semi-recently, but like localization, you know? Taking a video game and translating it from one language to another is not just translation. It's also kind of looking at like how good your skill is with each language individually, what your vocabulary is. And also knowing, like, this game is trying to sort of make it sound old-timey.
Hey, that's mine.
What do you mean, yours?
How good are you? How good is your ear for old-timey language?
We need you to be there for us, Vaughn. You're no good to anyone.
Pretty good in this game. I forget the name of the person who was in charge of the localization, but he's got a very good reputation. And did a pretty good job here, I thought.
Come on, Pinello. You know it as well as I do.
Alright, here we have Pinello. The other character is super attractive to Western audiences. I think she's pretty boring, just a goody two-shoes, getting on Vaughn's back. And her too, she also fades into the background pretty quickly once the story starts taking off.
Yeah, but I never said anything about taking it back from me.
This is for that bread you took the other day. Just because I help Miguelo out every now and then, it doesn't mean that you get to eat for free too, you know?
I feel like this character would be,
I know that.
maybe serve the game better as an NPC rather than a party member.
One of these days, I'll fly an airship of my own.
Pinello kind of has the, sort of the cheerfulness, you know? Of characters that appear in the party of every Final Fantasy, but beyond that, she has like zero personality.
Oh, Miguelo had some errands that need doing. He wanted you to drop by his place. It might be a good idea to lend a hand.
Compelling. I always enjoyed walking around the cities of this game. Okay, well I think that will do it for this video. We'll see how often I upload, and then what kind of content we have in there. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.